Hello everyone, the topic that we are going to be discussing is digital social innovation, DSI. Let's start with the importance of digital social innovation. First and foremost, DSI helps farmers by giving them real-time commodity prices through mobile apps, SMS alerts, and online platforms. This allows them to compare prices, negotiate fairly, and reduce exploitation by middlemen. It also provides weather forecasts and climate information, enabling farmers to make better decisions about planting, irrigation, and harvesting. This reduces crop losses. Moreover, DSI expands access to education. Online learning platforms, mobile apps, and open resources allow students in remote areas to access lessons, textbooks, and even live classes. Digital tools such as screen readers, adaptive learning platforms also support students with disabilities and tailor content to each learner's pace. Besides, DSI promotes collaboration and knowledge sharing. Teachers, students, and experts can connect through digital platforms, fostering diversity and intercultural understanding through virtual classrooms and forums. Last but not least, DSI improves healthcare. Digital technologies enhance access, quality, and equity of services, while innovations such as electronic medical records and big data analytics help doctors make better decisions and improve patient outcomes. In conclusion, DSI empowers farmers, students, and patients alike, making society more inclusive, informed, and resilient.
Now we are looking at the challenges of digital social innovation, DSI. These challenges can be grouped into 4 categories: social, technical, institutional, and resource-related, and ethical and value-based. First, the social category. A major challenge is the digital divide. Many rural or economically disadvantaged communities still lack reliable internet devices or affordable connectivity. Even when access exists, uneven levels of digital literacy mean people may not know how to use digital tools effectively. Research shows that in most countries, less than 80% of households have computers at home. Next, the gender digital divide also remains a pressing issue. Women and gender minorities, especially in rural or low-income areas, often face barriers in accessing technology, training opportunities, and representation in the technology sector. This reduces inclusivity and weakens the long-term impact of DSI. Another challenge is a mismatch between projects and user readiness. Even those who could benefit most may lack awareness, motivation, or the skills to engage effectively. This makes outreach and sustained user engagement crucial for innovators. Second, the technical category. Data privacy and security are major concerns. DSI projects often collect and analyze sensitive community information, while weak safeguards put people at risk of misuse or hacking. Research also shows that fewer than 50% of users around the world read privacy policies before sharing their data. We also face redundancy in digital platforms. Too many tools are built with overlapping functions, which defies users, waste resources, and reduce impact. Another challenge is interoperability and integration. For DSI solutions to succeed, they need to connect seamlessly with systems like healthcare, education, or government services. Without common standards, we see fragmentation instead of efficiency. Finally, poor collaboration across sectors means many initiatives operate in isolation. This reduces opportunities for shared learning and prevents DSI from developing as a strongest ecosystem. Third, the institutional and resource category. Funding remains uneven and insufficient. While many projects start with enthusiasm and early grants, sustained support is rare, especially in developing regions. Without it, projects struggle to scale or maintain impact. Skills gaps are another obstacle. Beyond digital skills, many practitioners lack strategy, management, and business competency needed from all. Next, established institutions also show slow adoption. Public agencies and civil society groups often lack leadership or digital awareness. This will delay innovation. Lastly, weak networks and partnerships keep projects siloed, limiting collaboration and resilience. Finally, the ethical and value-based category. Digital tools are introduced for novelty rather than real solutions. True innovation must respect cultural and social context, learn from past solutions, and address root causes of inequalities. Without this, DSI risks becoming symbolic rather than impactful.
I will talking about example of digital social innovation. The first example is digital social innovation and addressing the river problem. Digital social innovation can help addressing the river problem because nowadays digital platforms such as social media and online websites can address social and environmental problem. It includes raising awareness to local people, issuing early warnings to people, and providing useful information for dealing with disasters. The first website for this point is FA3. It is a website that collects data by allowing local observers to submit their reports via the internet. It's easy to every people to submit it, and the platform is often used for crisis response, human rights reporting, and election monitoring, and designed to map violent acts following the 2008 election in Kenya, to create and diffuse information collected by citizens for urban violence, which enables citizens and local authorities to take precautionary measures. The website is Net. It's created by nation government to deliver the latest weather forecast and weather information such as heavy rain, storm winds, haze, and other natural disasters. The website can also collect data from local people about current weather. It is also a medium to report weather condition to Nation Meteorology Department. This is the platform can help the community increase their knowledge about the weather and can always be prepared to face any possible disaster. The second example is travel accommodation models. This means digital platform can help travelers manage their travels more easier. A website that's suitable for this is Airbnb. It is a digital platform intended to make it easier for travelers to find suitable and cheap accommodation while possibly discovering local people and lifestyles. It also offers guided tours, where experienced tour guides share insights into the local culture and lead travelers to culturally significant sites, allowing them to experience the tradition firsthand. This website can help traveling more easier for travelers since they can book many packages on one website without having to search accommodation or tour guide in real life. The last example for digital social innovation is e-commerce users in daily life. The definition of e-commerce or electronic commerce is the buying and selling of goods and services on internet platform. E-commerce began to show not only in buying products but also in food delivery, social networking, restaurant bookings, and payments. Example of e-commerce is applications such as Shopee, Lazada, and Foodpanda. Modest millions of people use these apps to fulfill their daily life, whether it is either buy food for lunch, buy some clothes, or buy furniture to decorate their home. These apps can change a person's ways of buying, and maybe in the future, people will need to buy their goods only on online platform. That's all from us. Thank you.